Hello. So, I just got done filming a 17 or more minute video about this, and I feel like that's just too long. It's too long to say the things that I have to say because sometimes I'm not good at expressing what I'm trying to say. Um, so, you see, I had Elden Ring gameplay in the background, and I was just talking and talking, and after 17 minutes, I'm like, dude, no. You can say what you have to say in less than 17 minutes. Like, nobody's going to watch that. And so basically, I have been playing this game now since it came out, and I feel like I'm experiencing the absolute peak of things that, of games that are good for me. A game that feels like they tapped into my brain and they have somehow figured out how to make a game that fits the puzzle piece that goes into my head, that it fits perfect, and it makes those chemicals, fire, and I feel like I'm playing the absolute peak best thing I will ever experience in my life. I'm not saying that Elden Ring is the best game, period. I'm saying Elden Ring is the best game for me. Elden Ring is the best thing I have ever experienced in a game. Every time a Souls game comes out, that's my favorite game at the time, okay? It's my favorite series at the time. Well, not at the time, I can't even speak. It's my favorite series of games. There's a deep story, there's a lot to it. And, some people might play them and be like, what are you talking about? There's a story. There is. If you want to know about the stories, I highly suggest watching Vati Vidya's YouTube channel. He really goes deep into the stories. I watch his videos all the time. I'm always excited for a new video. This isn't me trying to plug his channel or anything, but basically, I feel like I've experienced the best thing in a game ever, and I don't know where to go from here. I go to the store and I look around at games, and I don't care. I just don't care. You know, I'm like, oh well, I could buy this, but I have Elden Ring. Why? Well, why bother? Yeah, I am kind of interested in Forspoken. That seems like it might be kind of cool, but it might also be just another open world with a bunch of markers on a map to go and investigate. And the, the new Horizon came out recently. I didn't even buy it. I don't care. I just don't care. That's the definition of the open world game I am sick of right now. I am so fatigued by these open world games. And yes, Elden Ring is an open world game, but somehow it doesn't feel the same. It feels like a giant Dark Souls level. To me, it doesn't really feel so much open world as maybe just a giant Dark Souls level with littler ones scattered through or something. Um, yeah, I mean, you open up the map and everybody's like, "Oh, well, the game doesn't tell you where to go. The game's too hard. The game, these are that's the point of the game, like to not it's to experience these things for yourself. And this is not what this video is about. The video isn't about me saying, "Oh, this is why Elden Ring's good and everybody else is wrong about it." You can feel about this game however you want. This is about my personal experience with this game, my personal experience with the way this game makes me feel, the things that happen in my brain when I play this. Um, I didn't want this video to be so much me in the camera. I wanted the Elden Ring to be in the background, but it's really hard to talk without stuttering and pausing a lot when you're trying to play a game. And sure, I could have threw it over gameplay, but I don't have a capture card or anything, so I can't really record for very long and talk over it. But I just don't know where to go from here. And I'm afraid that Elden Ring kind of ruined games for me because anything that comes out now, I'm gonna be like, oh, it's not Elden Ring. I could just go play Elden Ring. There's something about these games. They feel new to me every time I play them. Every time I experience them, it feels like like anything can happen. Kind of like a Metal Gear game did to me. Like when you play a Metal Gear game or an Elden or a Souls game, you can see so many things that you missed before because there's some things that aren't explained, and it makes it feel like everything is a mystery. And you can find, dude, I am like, well, let me look real quick. I'll pause it. 272 hours into Elden Ring. Okay? I've been playing this game for 272 hours. Okay? My character is level 287. That might not be much to most people. There's people that are on New Game Plus 7 and stuff. But that's 200 and some hours of games, of one game that I have not given any other game attention to because I don't care. It's not because I'm addicted to it either. I am responsibly addicted to this game. I get up, I do the things in the day that need done. I'm not sitting here neglecting my kids or anything that important to play the game. But when I have time, I play. At nighttime, I sit down and I play, and that's the game I play. That's what I do. That's my free time right now. It's Elden Ring. So there's something about this game that makes me feel good. It feels satisfying to play. It makes something happen in my brain that feels good, and I think it's just good for my mental health in general. That might sound stupid, but I feel like there's something about these Souls games that tap into my brain and they make the perfect chemicals fire that makes my brain feel toward it like other people feel toward drugs. But I'm responsible with it. I'm not like, you know, neglecting stuff to play it. But when I'm not playing it, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh, I could play this, or I could, and even my YouTube video watching has turned to Elden Ring videos. Not all of them, obviously. I watch other stuff too, but I watch a lot of Elden Ring videos and lore and just cool things about weapons and stuff. And I don't know if it's just because of what I have going on with me. I will get hyper fixated on certain things. And when Elden Ring came out, that was my next thing that I got hyper fixated on. And it happens rarely, but it happens. There will be something that will take place that I fixate on, like the Souls games, Bloodborne, and they just make me feel a certain way that I can't explain. So, where do I go from here? Where do I go from here? If it's like food, when you experience a really good burger and then you go somewhere else and it's not so good, you're like, ah, it's good, but it's not this other thing I had. It's not as good. That's how I feel now since playing Elden Ring. No matter what I play now, will never match this. It will never top this. So what's the point in buying another game when I could just play this and experience the best thing? Because somehow it always feels fresh and new. A lot of people will be like, well, yeah, but there's other new experiences to have. There's other new games that'll do new things, and that is correct. You're not wrong. I think I'm weird for feeling the way I feel about this game. And I don't know why every time I play it, I feel like I'm doing it for the first time. Even though I know what's coming, I know how to beat certain bosses. I've memorized a lot of it, but it still feels fresh and new. It feels like I'm gonna always find something new. Hell, I was like 240 hours into the game and discovered a brand new area. I found the dark. I think it's the deep root depths or dark root depths or something like that. I struggle kind of sometimes memorize or remembering certain things, but the deep root depths, I think. And when I first found it on my first playthrough, I didn't realize you could go up. You could go up high, and there's a boss fight up there and everything. Well, for some reason, when I played it the first time, I just kind of found it, did a couple things, and then I ended up getting into the coffin, I think, and it took me somewhere else, and I forgot to go back. Well, this time on New Game Plus, I discovered a whole area that I didn't know existed. A new boss, a new finish to a story that I started. And I was like, man, I never actually found that person before. I wonder whatever happened to him. Well, now I know. And I actually got some cool stuff from doing it. And it's like, what am I going to discover next? What am I going to just find next when I'm 300 hours into the game? And that's one of the cool things about these games. It's why I don't like having my handheld so much. I like finding this stuff on my own sometimes. I will look up certain things, if I want to get a quest done and I need some direction, I might look it up. But I also like to find out things on my own too. So it's like a mixture. I certain things I will find on my own, but if I struggle too much, sometimes I will be like, okay, well, where do I go next? But that's not the magic of the game for me. I'm not looking everything up that I do, obviously, but it's the way I feel when I'm playing the game that makes me enjoy it so much. And I'm curious if anybody else has ever experienced something like this, be it food, movies, music. If you feel like you've experienced the best thing ever, how do you go on and enjoy other things as much as that thing? I mean, maybe you don't, and that's just it. And, eventually time passes and you're good and you're fine and it doesn't matter anymore. And this is just a now thing. This is the moment now. This is how I feel about Elden Ring now. This is how I feel about gaming now. A couple months from now, I might not feel the same way, and this video might not matter anymore. But it's a moment in time that I'm capturing now. Because this is how I feel now, and it's kind of how I feel every other time a Dark Souls game comes out, or Bloodborne or something. There's something about these games that affects me, that does something to my head and my brain. I think it's just good for my mental health, and that might sound stupid, but these games don't make me mad. They make me feel good, and they make me feel a way that nothing else really does. And I like that. I really enjoy that. It's funny how I said I wasn't going to talk so long, and I'm obviously 12 minutes in, but I think I'll end it here. Yeah, and basically, the point of the video is I've experienced the best gaming experience I think I may ever have and ever will have, and I don't know where to go from here. I don't know how to enjoy something so much as much as I am this, and I guess it's a little depressing because it's all, I feel like I'm at the end. I feel like I've reached the end. Like I've experienced everything there is to experience. But like all these open world games feel the same. Shooters feel the same. You could say every Dark Souls game feels the same, but there's something about them that doesn't feel the same to me, even though they are. They feel new every time I experience them. There's always this, what could this be? What could happen? Mixed with the way it makes me feel when I play it. I know that sounds weird, and it sounds probably it's beyond fanboy. It's more of like I have a mental problem or something, but I don't know. Just know it's not a problem. It's not affecting my daily life or anything. It's just this little thing that I wanted to talk about because I don't connect with a lot of things, and this I do connect with. I am a sentimental person. I have memory triggers of things that I keep receipts. I keep things just to, you know, I do. I guess I didn't mean that in that way. I don't have things connect with me and make me feel this good a lot. And when it does happen, I get hyper obsessed with it. But don't worry, I'm not like ruining my life over it or anything. But I'm curious. Does anybody else get this way about something or a game or anything like that? But I 14 minutes and 20 seconds. All right. I have got to stop talking. I think I could just talk about this game forever. But yeah, point of the video, I've experienced the best that I may have ever experienced or will experience, and I don't know where to go from here. So yeah, have a have a good one.